Hello and welcome to Villa View. I'm Paul Bradley and I'm joined on the phone now by Aston Villa correspondent Matt Kendrick. Hi Matt.
Hello there.
Well, we're talking strikers today, and Matt, you've written a story in today's Birmingham Mail saying that Heskey may be making a move to Leicester City.
Yeah, I'm hearing from contacts in the East Midlands that Sven-Göran Eriksson has made Heskey his kind of leading transfer target for the summer. Now, obviously, Eriksson had a positive effect when he first came into the Walker Stadium, but couldn't quite kind of rescue their season and get them into the playoffs. But now they're kind of backing him with big money, I believe, in the second and final year of his contract to get them to the Premier League. Eriksson's obviously a fan of Heskey, having selected him on numerous occasions when he was England manager. And obviously Heskey has an emotional attachment to Leicester. That was at his hometown club. That's where he burst onto the scene. So he would, in that sense, seem to be kind of a marriage of convenience. But it depends. From Villa's point of view, it's quite low down their list of priorities at the moment. Top of that list of priorities is obviously trying to sort out the manager's future, find out whether Gerard Houllier is back, and then Ashley Young's future. And then perhaps they could have a look at Emile Heskey further down, but it depends exactly how much money Leicester would want to offer, and whether Villa see it financially viable to get Heskey off the wage bill. He's a big earner and he's 33, so it could happen, but there's a long way to go before it does happen.
And the noises you're hearing at the moment, both from maybe even Heskey himself and Villa, is it a deal that's a possibility or is it a long shot?
We don't hear many noises from Heskey at all, to tell you the truth. He's very, very reluctant interviewee, so I must admit I haven't had a chance to quiz Heskey himself on it. I think he would be. I think he would be open to it. I don't think he'd want to drop out of the Premier League for any other team. But like I say, Leicester has got this kind of emotional attachment for him. From Villa's point of view, he's like I said, he's 33 now. He's only got a year left of his contract, I believe, and I think he earns in the region of £50,000 a week. So for a club that's looking to cut the wage bill, it may be the time to cash in on Emile Heskey, especially if they can get upwards of £1 million for him, because obviously if he's out of contract in a year's time, he'd leave for nothing. Mm-hmm. Darren Bent is the main man now, so they've got him, they've got Gabby Agbonlahor, Nathan Delfonso. I know he's still rated very highly by a lot of the people behind the scenes at Villa Park, as is Andreas Reimann. I should imagine if Heskey does go, he would create a vacancy for another striker. But again, I think Villa have got the defensive department and the goalkeeping department that they need to bolster before hunting for a new attacker.
Now, Randy Lerner's made himself very popular with Villa fans already once this season by splashing the cash for Darren Bent. Do you think he'd do something similar again for if Heskey left, or was that a one-off, a big move?
I don't think you'd see the same kind of spending in terms of transfer fee for another striker. I think Randy could probably say, hang on a minute, I've done my bit by coughing up £18 million. Obviously, it's £24 million if Bent continues to be the success that he's been. I think Villa may look to try and get somebody from abroad. Listen, a lot of this is hypothetical, depending on who the manager is, obviously. But I think Villa may look to get somebody for a cheaper transfer fee than that.
And Matt, you mentioned Darren Bent there. Just a final word on how successful his season has been and what a difference it's made to Aston Villa. Yeah,
he's been phenomenal, hasn't he? He does exactly what he says on the tin. Villa needs a prolific goal scorer, and you can't get much more prolific than, I think, is it 9 goals in 15 games now. And his finishes against Arsenal, particularly the first one, was exquisite, wasn't it? He's a striker who can seemingly score all types of goals. He'll get you the 5 and 6 yard tap-ins, but he'll also kind of tends to be so composed in one-on-one situations. And I think Gary McAllister was quoted at the weekend as saying what a show of faith that was from Randy to sanction that deal. And Darren Bent, he's just been brilliant. And I think if Villa can, it's just big if, but if Villa can bolster that defence and try and get hard to beat and hard to score against the game, then I think pretty much every time they keep a clean sheet, they know that they've got Darren Bent who can go down the other end and score at least one goal. So, it's been a really grim season. I don't think anybody could pretend otherwise. But the one shining light has been the arrival of Darren Bent, the first genuine goal scoring hero that I can certainly remember at Villa Park for a generation. So yeah, I don't think you can speak any more highly of him than to say that.
OK, Matt, well, thanks for your thoughts today. We'll be back again next week with more Villa View as we talk the best players of the season and the highlights of the season for Aston Villa.